Whispers of ancient Earth, have you ever walked through a silent forest and felt a sense of timelessness, or stood on a windswept cliff, listening to the ocean, and felt a connection to something ancient and profound? These aren't just fleeting feelings. They are the whispers of ancient Earth, echoes of a history that stretches back not thousands, but billions of years. Today, we're going on a journey to listen to those whispers, to uncover the epic story our planet tells, a story written in stone, ice, and the very air we breathe. Imagine, if you will, a world you wouldn't recognize. 4.5 billion years ago, our Earth was a molten sphere of rock, a fiery, chaotic nursery bombarded by asteroids and comets. There was no blue sky, no gentle rain, only a toxic atmosphere and a landscape of endless volcanoes. This was the Hadean Aeon, Earth's hellish beginning. But even in this inferno, the seeds of our future were being sown. As the planet slowly began to cool, something miraculous happened. Water vapor in the atmosphere condensed and fell, not as a gentle shower, but as a torrential, planet-wide deluge that lasted for centuries. This great rainstorm filled the basins and craters, giving birth to the first oceans. It's in these primordial seas, a warm, chemical-rich soup, that the first whisper of life was heard. We don't know exactly how it began. Was it a lightning strike that zapped the right chemicals into forming self-replicating molecules? Did it start in the deep, dark ocean, clustered around hydrothermal vents spewing superheated, mineral-rich water? Whatever the spark, life ignited simple, single-celled organisms. The ancestors of everything alive today emerged from the inanimate for billions of years. These tiny microbes were the sole inhabitants of Earth. They were our planet's pioneers, silently transforming it. One group of these ancient microbes, the cyanobacteria, would change everything. They developed a revolutionary new trick: photosynthesis. They learned to harness the power of the sun, and in doing so, they released a waste product, a gas that was, at the time, toxic to most other life forms. That gas was oxygen. Over hundreds of millions of years, these tiny organisms pumped trillions of tons of oxygen into the oceans and the atmosphere. This event, known as the Great Oxidation Event, was one of the most significant transformations in Earth's history. It created the ozone layer, protecting the surface from harmful solar radiation, and paved the way for more complex life to evolve. This was the Earth's first deep breath. With a new, oxygen-rich world, life exploded in diversity. About 540 million years ago, the Cambrian explosion saw the sudden appearance of almost all major animal groups we know today. Creatures with shells, skeletons, eyes, and legs filled the oceans. It was a biological Big Bang. The fossil record from this period, preserved in places like the Burgess Shale in Canada, reads like a catalogue of nature's wildest experiments. Trilobites scuttled across the seafloor, while strange predators like Anomalocaris, the abnormal shrimp, hunted with grasping claws. The whispers of ancient Earth were no longer just chemical reactions. They were the sounds of life in all its strange and wonderful forms. But the story of life is not just one of creation. It's also one of destruction and resilience. Our planet's history is punctuated by at least 5 major mass extinctions. events that wiped out the majority of species on Earth. The most devastating of all was the Great, dying at the end of the Permian period, 252 million years ago. Massive volcanic eruptions in what is now Siberia poured greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, causing runaway global warming and ocean acidification. Up to 96% of all marine species and 70% of terrestrial life vanished. It was the closest life ever came to being completely erased. Yet, from the ashes of this apocalypse, life endured. The whispers of Earth became a testament to survival. The few remaining species diversified, filling the empty world. This recovery set the stage for a new dynasty, the Age of Reptiles. For the next 180 million years, dinosaurs would rule the Earth, from the towering Argentinosaurus, the heaviest land animal ever, to the fearsome Tyrannosaurus rex. Their reign was long and absolute. They roamed every continent, adapting to every environment. Their fossilized footprints, bones, and even eggs are powerful whispers from this lost world, reminding us of the sheer scale and magnificence of life that once was. Then, 66 million years ago, the sky fell. An asteroid the size of a mountain, traveling at cosmic speeds, slammed into the planet near the Yucatan Peninsula in modern-day Mexico. The impact unleashed the energy of billions of atomic bombs. It triggered global earthquakes, continent-sized tsunamis, and sent a shroud of dust and debris into the atmosphere, blocking out the sun. The world was plunged into a long, dark winter. The dinosaurs, along with 75% of all species, disappeared. It was an abrupt and violent end to their era. But again, extinction created opportunity. With the great reptiles gone, a new group of animals, who had been living in the shadows for millions of years, could finally step into the light. These were the mammals, our distant ancestors. They were small, adaptable, and warm-blooded, traits that helped them survive the post-impact deep freeze. Over the next 66 million years, they diversified into the incredible array of mammals we see today. From bats that command the night sky to whales that plumb the ocean depths. And among them, a particularly clever branch of primates began a remarkable journey. In the savannas of Africa, our ancestors stood up. They walked on 2 legs, freeing their hands to make tools. Their brains grew larger. They learned to control fire, to communicate with complex language, to build communities. They looked at the stars and wondered. This is the story of us. Our species, Homo sapiens, is just the latest chapter in this immense geological and biological saga. We are a mere whisper in the grand chorus of Earth's history. When we look at the Grand Canyon, we see more than just a beautiful vista. We are looking at 2 billion years of Earth's history, layer upon layer of sedimentary rock, each one a page in our planet's diary. When we hold a fossil, we are holding a direct message from a world impossibly distant, a whisper from a life that preceded ours by millions of years. Even the salt in the ocean is a remnant of minerals washed from the continents over eons. The Earth is not a static stage for human drama. It is a living, breathing, dynamic system with a history of unimaginable depth and complexity. Its whispers are all around us, in the rock beneath our feet, the air we breathe, and the life with which we share this world.